Alright, we're going to open up our cover and we're going to set the filter cycles here. So let's see, we open it up, it's at 102 degrees, it's in the rest mode, and the temperature range, the little triangle is pointing up, so it's in the high temp range, which is pretty standard. I'll do another video on temp range, what that is and how you access that. But in this video we're going to talk filter cycles. Filter cycles, very important, especially if you have it in rest mode. Rest mode is a very energy efficient. The tub will not run all day long. It only runs during your filter cycle. So I like to set my filter cycle to come on about 2 hours before I use it. If I have a habit of using it at 9 o'clock at night, I'll set the filter cycle to come on at 7 p.m. That way it's running. If the temperature dropped at all during the day, it's going to run and heat that water up to 102 where I like it. So keep that in mind. Now, there's 2 filter cycles, 1 and 2. Now, let's access that. What you're going to do, you're going to push the menu button right there 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that brings us to filter, and then a little teeny tiny one blinking right there. So let's program this. What do we do now? Right now it's the up or down button. Right now this spa is set to begin at 5 p.m. 5 p. A little teeny tiny p in the corner here. Make sure you see that. So this filter 1 is set to come on at 5 p.m. Now the 5 is blinking right now, so that's where you can change. Whatever's blinking is what you change. So that's the hours. So now we can come down here and go down 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. We'll go back to 5. Push the menu to lock that in. Now it jumps over to our minutes, and it's 15-minute increments. You know, I'm just going to go backwards to 5. Lock that in. Now it's asking you how long do you want it to run. Well, let's see if it comes on at 5. How long do I want it to run? Typically, you at least want 2 hours and 2 hours on your filter cycles. Everything's different. Depends on how many people are over, how often you use it. But for starter, it's 2 and 2. So run how many hours? I don't know what this is set for. Wow, this is set for 3.5 hours. So I'm going to leave it like that for right now. So if it comes on at 5, 3.5 hours later, that should be what, 8:30. All right, if we wanted to change it, we can bounce around. That's fine. We're going to lock that in. Minutes, if we wanted to change it, do that. Lock that in. So filter 1 ends at 8:30. Okay, that's correct. So I'm going to lock that all in again with the menu button. Okay, so at this point, filter 1's blinking. You push the menu button one more time. Now, you got to have your reading glasses on, because the little blinking down here went from 1 to now 2 is blinking. So now we're in filter 2. Kind of the same thing. How do we access it? Up or down button right now is asking you, do you want filter 2 on or off? Well, obviously we want that on, but if you, for whatever reason, wanted it off, or you accidentally hit off and you're going, you know what, I don't think it's running or heating. Good chance that may have gotten hit. So on, lock it in with the menu. Okay, begin. I don't know what this tub's set for. What is it? It's set for 7:30 a.m. If you wanted to change it, up, down, we're going to leave it at 7. We'll go 7. We're going to knock that down to 7. You always want to lock that in. Anytime you make a change, lock it in. Run for how many hours? I don't know. What do you think? Let's go 3 hours on this. What's it set for right now? It's set for 2. We're going to bring that up to 3. Lock that in. Minutes, fine. So filter 2 ends at 10 o'clock. Makes sense. Told it to start at 7 a.m. It's going to end at 10 a.m. All right, you always want to lock that in, but I can't say lock enough here. Filter 2 is blinking, yes, all confirmed, done. Now we're over to the next mode, preference, utilities, back to square one. So you just did your filter cycles, 1 and 2. Very good, good job.